Okay, today is the second day of Gyan 5 days course on strategic service management and strategy, right? So today we will cover the strategic framework for service management. Then we will cover the service quality model. ठीक है? So under the strategic framework for service management, we will cover the Porter's 5 forces. Then we will cover the value chain analysis and blue ocean strategy. Then we will cover the linking service management to sustainable development goals. Let's see if the time will available. Then we will cover these SDGs. Otherwise it will cover in the next lecture. Okay. So have you heard about the Porter's 5 model? Michael Porter's 5 model or forces. Have you heard about it? Yes? No? क्या होता है? Yes, right. In the basically this Porter's 5 model, this is given by the Michael E. Porter. ठीक है? Who is the father of modern strategy field? The Michael E. Porter is known as a father of modern strategy field. So in this case, in this Porter's 5 forces, he is talking about the 5 forces, right? Basically, he has used to analyze the competitiveness level in the industry. If you start any business, how much the competitive are there? How much of competition are there, right? So in order to analyze the competitiveness level of an industry, these Porter's 5 forces or model can be used. ठीक है, समझ आ गया? So basically it is used when some company want to enter in a new industry. If anyone want to start in a new business, then at that time we have to use this Porter's 5 model to analyze how much of competitiveness level are there. If you start a tourism sector, then we have to, if the company has used this Porter's 5 forces or model, you have to know what how to analyze or what competitive level are there in that particular industry, in that service firm, right? So when we want to start own enterprises, then it is very important to apply these 5 forces. So why it is important? So that we can know that how much return you will get on your investment. The investment you are doing on that particular business, how much return कितना return आने वाला है, वो कैसे पता चलेगा? When we use this 5 Porter's model of framework, forces, sorry. ठीक है? Then so this 5 models is so next this is the about the Porter's 5 forces. So coming to the main model, now this is the Porter's 5 model, right, in which first is competitive rivalry. Now under this, industry competition, that means higher the competitor, higher the competitiveness in the market, right? For example, we are talking about the tourism industry, right? So in the tourism industry, there are more competitors. If we talk about the Leh sector, Ladakh, if you wish to start a new business in the tourism sector, there is more competitor, obviously, right? So higher the competitor, higher the competitiveness in the market. We have to stick about the what the competitors are doing, right? So in this case, this forces is current competitiveness within the industry, within that in the particular industry, how much competitors are there, right? So second, that is a bargaining power of buyer, right? Bargaining power of buyer. Now here the bargaining power of buyer means the extent to which customer can put company under pressure, right? So it depends on the switching cost. That means, for example, switching from Airtel to Jio. For example, you have a SIM of Airtel, right? You use the service of Airtel. Now suddenly you realize that the Airtel industry does not provide the sufficient data that are used on daily basis, right? So in that case, you switch to Jio. That is the bargaining power of buyer, right? Who is the buyer here? The consumer, right? So it is the bargaining power that switch from the Airtel to Jio. So in the Porter's 5 model, we have to know the bargaining power of buyer, right? So in this case, in this case, it means the extent which customer can put company under pressure, right? इसमें क्या होता है, कस्टमर जो है कंपनी को प्रेशर में डालते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर जियो जो है वो एक अच्छा सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, तो दैट इज अ प्रेशर फॉर हुम? एयरटेल, राइट? एयरटेल के लिए क्या है, वो प्रेशर है कि हाँ जी, जियो जो है वो 100 रुपीज में 2 या 3 या 4 GB प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, while on the other hand the Airtel, suppose while on the other hand Airtel provide the on 200 rupees they provide the minimum GB. So this is the pressure for the Airtel company, right? So it create the pressure to the company that for that they switch the cost, right? अगर जियो जो है अच्छा सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, तो why not be switch to the Jio, right? इसीलिए we have to the Porter's 5 forces also tells about the bargaining power of buyer, bargaining power of customer. All right. So next है आपका threats of new substitutes. Right. Now substitutes here means threats of substitutes product. Yes. Now the best example is toothpaste. When we use the Colgate, there is a Pepsodent also. When we use the Pepsodent, there is a Sensodyne also. Right? This is the substitutes product. Right? So threats of new substitutes. Now when we start a new company, we have a threats of new substitutes. Right? Suppose when we start an industry, when we start a tourism industry, there is a threat of new substitutes. If we provide a one room for 2,000 rupees, then another provide the a room for a 1,500 rupees. Then customer shift to where? 1,500, obviously, right? So this is the threat. This is the threat for the company. This is the substitutes product for the company where the customer can switch to the other company. So these 5 Porter forces also tells about the threat of new substitutes in the industry. ठीक है? So इसीलिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? We have to know the availability of substitutes. If we start in a tourism firm or tourism industry, we have to know how many substitutes are available in the market. If you start in a restaurant, we have to know how many substitutes restaurants are there. If you start in a garment industry or factory, you have to know how many substitutes are there, right? So Porter's 5 models able the firm to know how many competitors are there in the new substitutes. How many threats are there? So basically these 5 models are used when you start in a new business, when you enter in a new business, right? So therefore relative price and performance of substitute. उस substitute products का relative price क्या है, performance क्या है, what kind of, yesterday Saras taught you guys regarding the service. Service is value, right? Value provider of that particular service. So the how much of value they provide to the consumer, we have to know all this. समझ आ गया? So technology change, obviously technology change leading to a new alternatives, right? For example, if you start in a tourism sector, there is a facilities to one hotel, there is a facilities to book online. On the other hand, there is a one hotel, there is no facility to book online. We have to go on that particular place and book that hotel. That is difficult. That is a time consuming. So we have to know regarding the technology, how many substitutes are there. So accordingly change in the technology, we have to adapt that technology so that we can survive in the market. ठीक है. देन नेक्स्ट है आपका थ्रेट ऑफ न्यू एंट्रेंट. ठीक है. नाउ थ्रेट ऑफ न्यू एंट्रेंट, दैट मीन्स it means we have to analyze the various barriers to entry. If you want to start a tourism firm, what are the various barriers? क्या क्या barriers है उसमें entry होने के लिए, right? So for example, high customer loyalty. Then we have the capital requirement. How much of capital we have to require to start a business, to start a tourism firm, and how much experience we have, and what the various government policies we need to start that particular industry. That is a threat of new entrant, right? So, for example, Amul. Have you heard about Amul? What is the tagline of Amul? Amul, the taste of India, right? So, Amul, the taste of India. That means the Amul covered the whole India. They provide their taste to whole India, right? So, if we start a company like Amul, we can't compete with them. That is a threat of new entry. Why? Because they provide the good quality, because they provide the good packaging, right? Packaging is also a part of the product, right? So we can't compete with them. So we have to know before entering into the new market. So what are the threats of new entrant? अगर हम अमूल बटर की तरह एक अमूल बटर प्रोवाइड करेंगे तो थ्रेट्स क्या क्या आने वाला है? We have to ready for that. पहले हमने पता करना है कि क्या क्या पॉलिसीज चाहिए, क्या क्या थ्रेट्स आने वाला है, राइट? सो फॉर दैट दिस मॉडल हेल्प. ठीक है. द लास्ट देयर इज अ बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ सप्लायर्स. सो द बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ सप्लायर्स, दैट मीन्स this forces look of the power so of customers to influence pricing and terms. That means, for example, India is for the pharmaceutical company, for the raw material we are dependent on China, right? That is a threat of what? Suppliers. ठीक है. For example, few buyers purchasing in large volume. In that form, in that threat, that in the near future it may be increased. That is a bargaining power of supply, right? So under this also the low switching cost. We will switch to where we got the raw material in a low price. Obviously, कहाँ पे switch होंगे? जहाँ पे हमें raw material जो है वो low मिलेंगे, मतलब कम price पे मिलेंगे, right? So buyer are very price sensitive. Obviously, whenever we purchase something, we first look how much the price of this item, right? So buyer is so sensitive. So the raw materials are directly impact on what? Your price. जितना raw material कम होगा, उतना क्या होगा? आपका price कम होगा, right? So due to the buyers are price sensitive, we have to switch the low cost price of that particular what? Raw materials. That is a bargaining power of suppliers, right? So application of Porter's 5 forces. Now why we use these 5 forces? What is the importance of using these 5 forces? Right. So using these 5 forces is very important for a company. As I said earlier, when you start any enterprises, when you start any firm, we have to use this Porter's 5 model to analyze the competitive level in that particular firm. उस particular firm में, industry में कितना competition है, उसको analyze करने के लिए we use this Porter's 5 forces, right? So first है आपका strategic planning. So business use the model to develop and refine their competitive strategy, right? So by understanding the forces that shape that industry, so it helps to plan the strategic plan. Strategic planning means the long-term planning, right? To survive in the market, to achieve your long-term goals of the company, right? For that what? These Porter's 5 forces are used. We apply this five forces, Porter's five forces. Then competitive analysis. Obviously, we talk in the meaning that the competitive analysis. The Porter's five models main objective is to analyze the competitive level in the industry of that particular firm, right? So competitive analysis industry landscape help business identify their strengths and weaknesses. How much of strength we have, how much of weaknesses we have. To analyze that strength and weaknesses relative to their competitor, how much of strength we have, how much of weaknesses we have. For that, the Porter's five forces are helpful. Therefore, we also use the what? Porter's five forces. Okay? Then next है identifying threats and opportunities. So what are the threats in that particular firm? What are the opportunities in that particular firm? Right? So threats क्या हो सकता है? New firm can enter, right? And yes, experience of firm. Market research. Yes. Then आपका हो गया threats हो गया new technology enter. That may be the threat for the company to obsolete our existing plant and machinery. Right? That is a threat. Opportunities. Opportunities is employees. What are the opportunities? How the five Porter's five forces apply on identifying threats and opportunities. Opportunities of new consumer, new customer. Right? How we survive that particular consumer who जो हमारे पास खरीदने आता है. How they become loyalty towards your product or service. That is the opportunity, right? New technology in the market. To grab that new technology, that is a threat as well as opportunity also, right? Suppose I always give the example that suppose we have the one machine in our industry that produce 10 units in one hour. On the other hand, there is a machine in the market that produce 100 units in 1 hour. Which one is better for the company? 100, obviously. So that is the opportunity also. It reduces the labor cost. है ना? That opportunity. For threats for those who can't buy that technology. समझ आ गया? ठीक है? So then आपका है market entry decision. So this Porter's five forces is also used to market entry decision. That means evaluating the five forces help determine the potential profitability of entering a new market. If we are entering into the new market, what is the strategy or what are the decision we are taking so that we earn the more profit? Like, so entry decision, whether we have to enter in that particular market or not. Suppose there are so many competitors are there, and some firms, reputed firms, they left the company because they are losses from the past 5-10 years. That means we have to not enter in that particular firm. So Porter's five models help the company or firm to know whether we have to take the decision to enter that particular firm or not. Right? More competitor, more risk. We have to provide more loyal to the customer. For that, we have to provide the good service or good product at reasonable price, right? So next है आपका identify profit potential and risk. Obviously, we have talked about the Porter's five models. Basic objective is to analyze the what? Competitive level in the industry. When you start in a new enterprise, when you start in a new firm, how much of competition are there in that particular firm? to measure that particular level, Porter's 5 model is benefit, use, right? So identify profit potential and risk. So when we enter into that particular firm, how much of risk are there? How much profit potential, कितना है, कितना profit हम कमा सकते हैं? To know all this, we use the Porter's 5 forces of model. Understand? Any doubt? अब आज के बाद ये नहीं बोलना कि हमने Porter's 5 forces नहीं सुना. ठीक है? सबने सुन लिया ना? समझ आ गया? Okay, so before start the next topic, value chain analysis, we'll discuss one. Yeah. Case, yeah. We will discuss this Porter's 5 forces in one example. Okay. Pass. मिल गया सबको? Read it for 1 minute. It's only of 1 page. थोड़ा करे दिलदान. Done? Okay. So what is about which company? Maruti Suzuki. Everyone heard about the Maruti Suzuki? Yes, Maruti is the name of? It is an Indian name. It is a Indian and Suzuki is Japanese. Okay, it is a collaboration of Japanese and Indian company, that is Maruti Suzuki. Now this Maruti Suzuki, first now look, there are the five forces, right? 5 forces that is given by the Michael Porter, right? So first is competitive rivalry, bargaining power of buyers, threat of new substitutes, threats of new entrant, bargaining power of suppliers, right? So in the second paragraph, so as we all know, Maruti Suzuki is first. It is an Indian automobile industry which provide what? Not just the manufacturing car, but it's about understanding market dynamics and adapting to them. Right? It is not any manufacturing, but what? But it understands the customer needs. What they need, what kind of car they need, right? So the Maruti Suzuki use this Porter's 5 forces model. Now why they use this Porter's? Because Maruti Suzuki is a very old company. It is not a new one, right? Because they use the Porter's 5 model to survive in the market. Okay? So first it is threats of new entrant. Now threats of new entrant, that means when global automobiles brands started entered into the India, like Hyundai ho gaya, Honda ho gaya, right? So they brought what? Advanced technologies, fresh design, shaking up the market. Because there is a spacious car, then there is a new design, looks are so good, then buyers become so attractive, because that is a threat of new entrant for whom? For Maruti Suzuki. Why? Because the global automobiles brand started entering into the India. That is a what? That is the first step, threats of new entrant, one force, right? So for that, to analyze that competition, to analyze that threat, what Maruti has done? Create comfort zone and to the buyers that its vehicle were affordable, right? Easy to maintain, resale value is also high. Why? Because they know that Indian consumers are price sensitive, right? Whenever we purchase a car, we just saw that price, mileage kitna deta hai. That's why I'm still using the Maruti Alto. Why? Because it is a affordable. अगर मैं उसको रीसेल भी कर दूँ ना, उसका मुझे अच्छा दाम मिलेगा. Mileage, because I'm come from far place Igu to Leh, 50, 60, 75 kilometers. It is manageable. Ground clearance, जहाँ पे ground Ladakh is in hilly area, that it also provide good ground clearance. Boys are more known about it, right? So for what? To survive in the market, to compete with the competitors of new entrant like Honda and what? Hyundai and Honda, they what the Maruti has done? They provide the what? Comfort zone, affordable price, easy to maintain, right? That is the Maruti company which use the one model of 5 forces, right? So second come to the bargaining power of suppliers. Now to cope up with the bargaining power of suppliers, what the Maruti has done, because Maruti Suzuki is an old company, so that's why they have a long-term relationship with the local component manufacturer, right? So compete with the bargaining power of suppliers. They have a long-term relation with the local component manufacturer and develop robust supply chain. Now supply chain also very important role, right? Hagora, कोई doubt है? No. Hagora. Okay, so in that case, many suppliers set up base near Maruti's factories. उसने क्या किया? मारुति कंपनी ने जो गुड़गांव है, फिर मानेसर है, जहाँ पे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होते हैं, उसने क्या किया? जो मारुति फैक्ट्रीज है वो गुड़गांव में भी और मानेसर में भी उसने सेटअप किया. Why? Because they get the raw material easily. For example, when we purchase some raw materials from Himachal or Jammu to Ladakh, the transport cost is very high, right? When we construct some building or construct some bridge road, the cement come from where? Himachal. It costs around 670 or 80 or 90, or sometimes it's high up to the 750 in the winters, right? To cope up that supply chain, what the Maruti has done, they established their factories in Gurgaon and Manesar, where they get the raw materials easily. समझ आ गया? That is the second forces Maruti has used. And the third is bargaining power of buyer. Earlier we have used the example of which company for the bargaining power of buyer? Airtel and Jio. We have used, right? Now, so compete with the bargaining power of buyer. Indian consumers are very price sensitive, right? We are very price sensitive. For that, it provide what? Include budget friendly option like Alto, which I have which I'm using nowadays, right? Then family favor like they produce the Ertiga and Baleno, which is a spacious car, है ना? Nowadays they also launch the Grand Vitara, which is more look like Creta, दिखता है ना Creta की तरह, समझ ना? But mileage is more in Grand Vitara as compared to Creta. It looks like what? Creta. It's spacious, right? So this is, so why they use this? Why they establish this Baleno, Ertiga, Grand Vitara and all that? Because they don't want to switch your consumer to the other company. They just want कि वो consumer अपने पास रहे, उनका needs क्या है वो fulfill करे. That's why he again used the another model of Michael Porter, right? Then come to the sets of substitutes. Obviously, there are so many substitutes product are there. For example, अभी मैंने recent example लिया था Hyundai का, ठीक है, और बहुत से टाटा का, बहुत से जो है वो क्या है, substitutes product है market में, right? So compete with that, they produce the new product at the affordable price. Then come finally the what? Rivalry within the industry, or we can say the industry competition, which has also always been the intensive. For that, competitors frequently launch new models with advanced feature. जो competitors है मारुति सुजुकी का, वो क्या करते हैं? वो frequently क्या करते हैं? Advanced features में product निकालते हैं. Then compelling Maruti to innovative constantly. For that, Maruti also constantly launch the innovative product, right? So that it respond not just with frequent product upgrade and new design, but also investing in consumer experience. They do the research and development, but the consumer needs are what consumer wants. कैसे गाड़ी चाहते हैं, right? डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कैसा होना चाहिए, ठीक है? सो दैट्स व्हाई दे डेवलप द इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल पोर्टफोलियो फॉर एनहांसिंग द बाइंग प्रोसेस थ्रू डिजिटल शोरूम. Maruti continued to evolve. So with this, Maruti Suzuki's success story is a classic example of how a company can thrive by deeply understanding the competitive forces of its environment, and it used the what? 5 forces of Michael Porter. That's why Maruti Suzuki are still survive in the मार्केट। समझ आया? एनी डाउट? पक्का? Okay, now next come to the value chain analysis, right? Value chain analysis. Have you heard about this value chain analysis? And this value chain analysis is also developed by the Porter, Michael Porter. Okay? So in the value chain analysis, it means value to the customer, right? That means how the how we provide the value to the customers. So it is a process where that can increase profit margin by providing the value to the customer, right? So and it provides a competitive advantage for companies of all sizes, whether it's small, whether it's medium, whether it's large. It provides the competitive advantage. Now what do you mean by competitive advantage? Have you heard about the competitive advantage? हमको मुंह तो मेरा क्या होता है बताओ, पढ़ा है ना मैंने? जो एक यूनिक कुछ चीज जो आपके कंपनी के पास है दैट योर कॉम्पिटिटर के पास नहीं है, दैट इज योर कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज और कॉम्पिटिटिव एज, राइट? सो अब जो वैल्यू चेन एनालिसिस है, व्हाट द वैल्यू चेन एनालिसिस मेन पर्पस इज it identify the key activities that create value to customer. That means it ये क्या करता है, वैल्यू चेन एनालिसिस जो है वो आइडेंटिफाई करता है की एक्टिविटीज, इंपॉर्टेंट एक्टिविटीज दैट क्रिएट वैल्यू टू द कस्टमर. How we create the best value to the customer so that customer become loyal towards our product or services. That is a value chain analysis, right? So it is for all the companies, whether it is a small, whether it is a large, whether it is a medium. Okay? So for this, the providing the value to the consumer or customer is very important, right? To become the loyal towards our consumer, loyal towards our service or product, right? For this, there are primary and activities and secondary activities, which are very important. So secondary activities are not survive until and unless there is a primary activities, and primary activities are totally dependent on the secondary activities. Therefore, both are interrelated to each other, right? So now why the primary activities and secondary activities are important? Because to know the identify the customer values, to know the value of our services or product to the particular consumer, we have to know the primary activities and secondary activities, right? So coming to the primary activities, so primary activities basically it focus on the manufacturing of goods and services, right? How we manufacture the goods, how we manufacture the services, how we provide the services. It's specifically focused on that part. So for that it includes inbound activities, then operations, then outbound logistics, then marketing and sales and services. Now let's discuss one by one under the primary activities, right? So inbound logistic, it means the availability of raw material, right? So primary activity is what? It is basically focused on the manufacturing of goods and services, right? So inbound logistic means means the availability of raw material, how much of raw material are available for that particular services or for the particular product, right? Then the warehousing, whether we have the warehouse or not to store that particular product, right? Then the distribution, what kind of distribution channel we will be used to provide that particular product to the ultimate consumer. This is the producer, this is the consumer. There is a gap between the producer and consumer. The distribution or intermediators work between them, right? So primary activities, it includes the inbound logistic. Then second, operation. Now operation is a creation. right? So creation, that means the creating product from raw materials. That particular raw materials which we get from anywhere, or at the reasonable price, that how we create the product from that particular raw material. How many labors we need? How many products we will produce from that particular raw material? That comes under the operation. That means creation, right? Then outbound logistic. Outbound logistic. Now outbound logistic means deliver your product to consumer. How we deliver the product to the ultimate consumer. So it also including the warehouse, transportation, distribution. For example, we need a cement from the Himachal. So how this is that is a outbound logistic. So it is far, it will take a 1 or 2 days. सीमेंट हम हिमाचल से यहाँ आने में कितना लगेगा? 1-2 दिन लगेगा. So transportation cost is huge. It takes per cement or per kg price. So how we distribute that particular product to the Ladakh? That is a outbound logistic, right? Distribution, warehouse, where we keep that particular product. Is there any warehouse to keep that 1,000 or 10,000 or millions of products? So for that outbound logistic, we think about the outbound logistic. How we for example हम सीमेंट लाते हैं हिमाचल से, रास्ते में हमें बारिश हो गया, ट्रक खराब हो गया, ट्रक से पानी टपक रहा है. So is there any warehouse to put that particular product? Otherwise the product will gonna waste, right? So that is the outbound logistic. So how we distribute? What kind of middleman we have to use? Intermediator we have to use. So from the producer to the consumer, there are the many intermediators, or we can say the channel of distribution, right? For example, wholesaler, agent, retailers, right? So what kind of distribution channel we have to use? Then come to the marketing and sales. That means the branding, sales forecasting data, promotion, whether we have to advertise that our product or not, pricing strategy, whether we have to use the scheming pricing or penetrate pricing. Have you heard about the scheming pricing and penetration pricing? Yes. What is it? उसको क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में? ज्यादा करेंगे. स्कीमिंग मीन्स व्हेन वी महंगा भेजेंगे, फिर धीरे धीरे हम उसको कम करेंगे. सो विच काइंड ऑफ प्राइसिंग स्ट्रैटेजी विल यूज? समझ आ गया? ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एप्पल, they always charge the high price first, then उसके बाद वो reduce करते हैं. That is a scheming pricing. Why? Because they have the good features. Consumers buy it, right? For example, अगर हम लद्दाख में देखें तो have you heard about the Gangzur shop? I always used to example of Gangzur shop to the students. Have you heard about the Gangzur shop? Yes, right. What they do? They use the penetration pricing, right? Because they first charge the low price and slowly and steadily they increase the price from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20. Whenever उसको पता चलता है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा कंज्यूमर आ रहे हैं, तो वो 5 रुपए, 10 रुपए, 15 रुपए करके वो क्या करते हैं? प्राइस को इंक्रीज करते हैं, राइट? जमीरा क्या बोलते हैं घर से रिफाइन ऑयल या कुछ गंगजूर की हट्टी से लेके आओ, गंगजूर की शॉप से लेके आओ. Why? Because they sell on the low price. First being a researcher, one day I researched whether the Gangzur shop really provide the low price or not as compared to the other wholesaler in the Ladakh. And I saw for the 15 liters refined oil, sometimes Gangzur provide it अगर 2400 में provide कर रहा है, तो कोई होलसेलर जो है वो 2350 में दे रहा है. दैट मीन्स पहले जो गांजुर जो है वो 2300 में दे रहा था, बट उसने 50 रुपए इंक्रीज किया. Right, that is penetration. Because Gangzur know that every consumer comes to my shop. So, in the marketing and sales, we have to know the what kind of pricing strategy we will use, what kind of क्या बोलते हैं इसको brand the sales forecasting data. Obviously, say sales forecasting data, previous 5 years, how many sales we have done. Then promotion. Obviously, according to the product life cycle or service life cycle, we have to know whether we have to use the promotion or not. Promotion means advertising. Advertise करना, ठीक है. Whether we have to use that promotion or not, that we will know the life cycle of our service or product. Product के life cycle से पता चलेगा, ठीक है. So this is the primary activities. Now coming to the secondary activities, the primary activities is related to the secondary activities and secondary activities is related to the primary activities. Right. So both are important to know the value, identify the value to the consumers. ठीक है. So second आपका है secondary activities. Now when we talk about the secondary activities, it depends on the primary activities. Like the inbound logistic, outbound logistic, operations हो गया, marketing and sales हो गया, services हो गया. This all depends on the primary activities. And backup of primary activities. What the backup of primary activities? क्या क्या backup है उसका? कैसा sales रहा उसका? इन सब पे क्या है ये depend है. So come to the second activities, that is infrastructure. Now again the infrastructure is very important to run any sort of enterprises. So in whether the finance, administrative management, planning, that needs to support primary activities. So for the infrastructure, we need the primary activities. Without the primary activities, it is incomplete, right? So then आपका आ गया technology development. So with the change in the environment, with the change in the technology, with the change in the environment, we have to change to survive in the market, right? So technology development, any technology improvement like hardware हो गया, software हो गया, in the same supporting primary activity, in the name of the supporting of the primary activities, right? So it's indirectly depends on what? Primary activities, right? So technology development. So company must have to adopt the technology development, right? Suppose we have a one machine from the last plant and machinery from last 5 to 10 years and it is obsolete, and there is so many machines are in the market, we know about, we don't know about it, then it is a threat for our company. We are using that obsolete machine from past few years and we don't know about the technology development in the environment. That is a sign to not survive in the market. ठीक है? Then human resource management, again very important. So human resource management means workforce in a company, right? Managing a workforce through the human. For example, we have for that we the particular person, able person or knowledgeable person at the particular job at the right time for the right post is very important, right? For that, human resource management, again for the operation, for the marketing and sales, for the services, for the outbound logistic and inbound logistic, human resource management is also important. So it's also depend on what? Primary activities, right? So human resource management means the hiring and placing workers, right, in the correct and most efficient position. If we recruit the right person at the right time for the right post, that would be benefit for the company. If we recruit the wrong person for the wrong post, then it will be loss for the company. So human resource management again are very important for identify the what? Value to the customer. We are talking about the what? Value chain analysis. ठीक है. देन लास्ट है आपका प्रोक्यूरमेंट. नाउ प्रोक्यूरमेंट मीन्स हाउ अ कंपनी ऑब्टेन रॉ मटेरियल, प्रोक्यूर करना, राइट. सो ऑन आवर फिक्स्ड एसेट्स, या फिक्स एसेट कैसे प्रोक्यूर करोगे, देन इट मीन्स फ्रॉम सोर्सिंग टू परचेजिंग द रॉ मटेरियल एंड फिक्स्ड एसेट्स. There is a 3 steps whenever we produce any product or services. What are they? Raw materials, work in progress, then finished goods. So how we procure them? Okay, then again that plays a very important role to know what? To identify the value to provide to the customers. आपके सर्विस जो है वो क्या वैल्यू प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, या आपका प्रोडक्ट जो है वो क्या वैल्यू प्रोवाइड कर रहा है टू द कंज्यूमर. अगर एक प्रोडक्ट जो है वैल्यू प्रोवाइड करेंगे तब जाके कंज्यूमर खरीदेंगे, राइट. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस गिलास इज वैल्यू फॉर व्हाट? ड्रिंक वाटर. इट लुक्स सो क्रिस्टल क्लियर दिख रहा है. इट लुक्स सो क्रिस्टल ना. its size is what? Fine for drinking the water. It is a value for me, value for the customer. So until and unless कल सर ने बोला था ना कि जब तक आप अपने प्रोडक्ट का वैल्यू क्रिएट नहीं करोगे, इट इज यूजलेस. It is not satisfy the consumer. In marketing, it is said that consumer is a king. Consumer is a king. That means we have to satisfy that consumer, right? For that we must create some value of our service of what? Product. For that the value chain analysis plays a very important role to identify what value we are providing and where we lacking behind to provide the value. For example, yesterday Professor Sanjeet has given the example of airlines. Then he has wait for the 2.5 minutes, 2.5 hours, sorry. और Indian Airlines जो है it is a best airlines we thought. सोचते हैं ना कि एयर इंडिया जो है वो एयर इंडिया सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं. व्हाट वी नीड, व्हाट द वैल्यू वी नीड? टाइमली हमें पहुंचाए, सेफली पहुंचाए, राइट. सो 2.5 hours waiting on a runway is very difficult for someone, right? That means he has to improve the what? Value. Then after that arrival of the Professor Sanjeet, I received the message on my email that provide the feedback. I click on the 1. Very bad. Why? Because my guest has to wait for on a runway for 2.5 hours. For marketers, time is money, right? So this is the identify. This is the identify. They identify the value. They identify the gap. उसने क्या किया हुआ है? उस गैप पर मुझे एक मैसेज भेजा कि आपका मतलब एयरलाइंस का जर्नी कैसा रहा, आप क्या मतलब स्टार दोगे, 5 स्टार दोगे, 1 दोगे, 3 दोगे. I click on 1. Then again one box has come, details of your suggestion or whatever sum. Then I have said that my guest is waiting for the 2.5 hours in the runway, then blah 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 blah. So that he improve in the near future, he identified that value, he identified that gap. कहाँ हमें कमी रह गया कि हमें वो वैल्यू प्रोवाइड नहीं कर पाया. In future might be they improve their service. If they improve their service, more customers then purchase their get loyal towards their service. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, we have the more substitutes product also, sets of substitutes, right? So, value chain analysis is all about to identify the value of that particular product to the customer and also what are the gap. अगर हम वैल्यू अच्छा प्रोवाइड नहीं कर पा रहा है तो उसमें गैप क्या रह रहा है जिससे हमें क्या हो रहा है उसको प्रोवाइड नहीं कर पा रहा है. दैट मीन्स इट हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ ईच पार्ट ऑफ देयर सर्विस प्रोसेस एड वैल्यू, राइट. बैगेज इन से टेकिंग ऑफ से लैंड करने तक दे प्रोवाइड द वैल्यू ऑफ देयर सर्विस. एयर इंडिया प्रोवाइड द वैल्यू टू देयर सर्विस. right? So this is about the value chain. Now why? Now why value chain analysis matter in the service industry particularly? Why? Because it improves the service efficiency. Obviously, when we know about where we're lacking behind to provide the good value to the consumer, it may improve our service efficiency, right? Second, enhance customer satisfaction. When we improve our service efficiency, it will enhance the customer satisfaction, right? Then identify cost drives. It also helps to identify the cost drive where we're lacking behind. Then support competitive differentiation. How much we are different from our competitor. What are the strategies we have to that different from our competitors. For example, Air India जो है वो different क्यों था पहले, अब तो नहीं है. क्यों था पहले? Because it timely arrival. और आप लोगों को याद होगा पहले एयर इंडिया जो है वो ब्रेकफास्ट भी प्रोवाइड करते थे. एंड सम कंज्यूमर्स कस्टमर जो है वो इसलिए उनका सर्विस लेते थे बिकॉज दे प्रोवाइड द ब्रेकफास्ट इन द एयरलाइंस. और एयरलाइन एरोप्लेन में बैठ के ब्रेकफास्ट खाना एक और भी मजा आता है, राइट? सो नाउअडेज दे डोंट प्रोवाइड, बट अर्लियर जब वो प्रोवाइड करते थे, दैट इज अ व्हाट, दैट इज अ सपोर्ट कॉम्पिटिटिव डिफरेंशिएशन, राइट? Then align strategy with operations. Now align strategy with operation means bridge the gap between overall strategy में gap and day-to-day operation. For example, when we hire some interior designer or when we hire some consultancy, right? So every stages for the client engagement to final reporting is mapped, right? So in this case, alignment with the firm value position, right? For example, अगर हम कोई इंजीनियर हायर करते हैं, एक एडवाइजर हायर करते हैं या एक इंजीनियर हायर करते हैं अपने घर का स्ट्रक्चर बनाने के लिए, सो एट दैट टाइम क्लाइंट एंगेजमेंट से लेके फाइनल हमें एक पिक्चर देने तक दैट क्रिएट्स अ व्हाट, that creates a value, right? So value chain analysis is important for the service industry because it aligns strategy with operations. For them, every step is important, right? So next is drive innovation. So again, why the value chain analysis is important in the service industry, why it matters in the service industry, because it's drive innovation. That means that encourage redesign of service delivery for better performance, right? So for that, for example, airlines using check-in जो करते हैं to enhance passenger autonomy and reduce the staffing needs. For example, check-in हम ऐप से ही कर सकते हैं. Nowadays, when we travel to one place to another place, we will check in from the mobile, right? So that save our time, that save the staffing. एक स्टाफ को रिक्रूट करने के लिए उसका कॉस्ट बढ़ जाता है. So उसके लिए भी वैल्यू चेन एनालिसिस मैटर्स. Then improve the quality control. Obviously, it improve the quality control. For example, food delivery service जो है, जो food delivery service provide करते हैं, that service tracking order, then processing time, then food quality and deliver feedback करते हैं ना. For example, when we purchase something from Amazon, right? When we purchase something from Amazon, we can track where our product reach, right? From the shipping to deliver to Delhi to deliver, blah 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 blah, right? That is the improved quality control, right? Then we will also give the feedback whether the product are safely arrive or not. Then we receive the product before time. That is also the improved quality control. That is also the value. Why? Because they provide that particular product on time. They deliver their service before the time, so that customer can satisfy with their service. So in that case, the value chain analysis is important in service industry, right? Any doubt? Pakka? Okay, have you heard about the blue ocean strategy? इकोनॉमिक स्टूडेंट ने सुना होगा. Blue ocean and red ocean. In your Gyan syllabus, there is only the blue ocean strategy, but you have to know the red ocean also, right? So I put the blue ocean in blue and red ocean in red ocean in red, so that you can know what the blue ocean means is and what the red ocean means is, right? So before 1945, before 19 यानी कि 80s में 70s में व्हीकल नहीं होता था, राइट? टू मोटर व्हीकल नहीं होता था, फोर व्हीलर मोटर्स नहीं होते थे, राइट? सो बजाज इज द फर्स्ट who produced the two wheeler in 1945, right? After that the Royal Enfield आ गया, फिर Hero Honda आ गया, फिर Yamaha आ गया, ठीक है? So many brands are coming, right? So this is what they start making bikes. They start making bikes, but earlier there is a Bajaj scooter, right? So few companies create new market for electric bikes nowadays. अब कोई क्या कर रहा है? इलेक्ट्रिक बाइक्स निकल रहा है, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल ओला इलेक्ट्रिक हो गया, हीरो इलेक्ट्रिक हो गया, राइट? सो देयर आर some market which are known market. Known market means which are in the market, like Bajaj scooter, Yamaha bike, then Hero Honda, Royal Enfield, right? These are the known market. So there are some market which are unknown, which are creating, like electric bikes, which are creating nowadays, robot services which are creating nowadays, right? So there are some market which are created, already created hai. So there are some market which create new market, robot market which create a new market, right? So there are some market where there is no competition. For example, railway is a monopoly. Monopoly means single seller, large number of buyer, right? So there is no competition. So there are some market where there is no competitors, right? So to describe the market universe, Chen and Mombrong coined or developed this blue ocean and red ocean. Why they developed this blue ocean and red ocean? To describe the market universe. Now what the market universe is? There are some market where there is a huge competitor. There are some market which are creating. There are some market which are existed. There are some market where there is a no competitor. So these are the market universe, right? So analyze this market universe or describe this market universe. The Kim and Mobrongni developed this red ocean and blue ocean in 2005. ठीक है? So Kim and Monbrook has published a book called Blue Ocean Strategy in 2005, in which they describe the blue ocean and red ocean. ठीक है? So under the blue ocean, first we will discuss about the red ocean. ठीक है? So when we talk about the red ocean, that means where more competition exists. Remember, there more competition exists, market are already there, and cutthroat competition exists. All the industries are existent today, the known as market space. So every known about that market, right? So that is what we call the red ocean. That's why I have written cutthroat competition. Where there is a cutthroat competition, limited growth, price wars. जहाँ पे price war है, limited growth है, जहाँ पे cutthroat competition है, bloody competition. That's why is a blood color red. That's why it is called a red ocean. समझ आया? ठीक है? So in the red ocean, anyone can start their own business, and cutthroat or bloody competition are there. Anyone can start their own business, but there is a cutthroat competition. So therefore, it is named as a red ocean, right? So industries boundaries are defined here. Industries boundaries are defined, already defined. Why? Because there is a market which are known for the customers, right? So accepted and the competitive rules of the game are known. Whatever the rules are there, every producers or manufacturer known about it, right? Then if someone start a company in the red ocean, then such company must create more value to the customer. If they provide more value to the customer, then their company can survive in the market. Otherwise, no. Why? Because there is a cutthroat competition. Then they will survive in the market for a long run if they provide what? More value to the customer and customer to provide product or service at the lower price. Because Indian consumers are price sensitive. समझ आया? The example is tourism sector in Ladakh, right? So when we talk about the tourism sector in Ladakh, it comes under red ocean. Obviously, there are so many hotels are there, and some have converted their cultivated lands in the hotels. So there are cutthroat competition are there. So if you want to start your own business in the tourism sector, you have to know there is a cutthroat competition. For that, you have to provide the more value to the customer. Until and unless when you are not provide the more value to the customer at the less price, you are not surviving that particular firm. समझ आया? That is what we call what? Red ocean. समझ आ गया सबको? Any doubt about red ocean? आप आज के बाद ये नहीं बोलना कि हमने वैल्यू चेन एनालिसिस नहीं सुना, ठीक है? पोर्टर्स 5 फोर्सेस नहीं सुना. Then what are the Porter's 5 forces? दुर्जे, हाँ दुर्जे एक थ्रेड बोलेगा. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, so coming to the blue ocean. Now blue ocean is where there is innovation, when there is demand creation, where there is no direct competition. That means it is a new, right? So under the blue ocean, all the industries not in existing today. Some fews are the existing, right? So the unknown market space, where there is an unknown market space, right? So that means the market which are unknown to the people. For example, robotic product, fews are known, right? Then the electric cars, vehicles, fews are known, right? So that means the company which creates new demand to the consumer is known as a blue ocean strategy. समझ आ गया? Where जहाँ पे क्या होता है, कॉम्पिटिटर्स जो है वो बहुत कम होता है, ठीक है, और यहाँ पे क्या बोलते हैं, नंबर ऑफ मार्केट्स जो है वो बहुत ही कम होता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड द ब्लू ओशन स्ट्रैटेजी. समझ आ गया? नाउ अंडर दिस competition is irrelevant. Competition is irrelevant. Why? Because the rules of the game are waiting to be set. Rules of games are not set it. Rules of game are to be set it. Are to be set. Set करना है अभी. Why? Because market are not that much famous. समझ आ गया? So in this case, for example, how many of you are using iPhone? Apple phone किसके पास है? सबके पास होगा मुझे लगता है. Why you use the iPhone? Camera and space और yes security. और हमारे जो Redmi N Pro में तो कोई सिक्योरिटी नहीं है, right? That is a blue ocean. That comes under blue ocean. No one किसी ने ये कॉपी नहीं किया, ना 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 एम आई कर सका, ना सैमसंग कर सका, दैट काइंड ऑफ व्हाट वैल्यू। देखो ना अहमद, आपके आईफोन में क्या है, सिक्योरिटी है ना? So security and features of the Apple phone, that is what existing today, but is unknown for the market space. When we purchase the mobile of another for MI or someone else, then it is not that much secure as compared to the Apple phone. Right, that is no one can compete with Apple. Why? Because they provide the security features, best features according to consumer needs. समझ आ गया? That is a what? That is a blue ocean strategy. ठीक है? So any doubt in the blue ocean and red ocean? Okay, now the relevance of BOS, that is a blue ocean strategy in the service industry. Why it is relevant? Why it is important? So breaking away from the price wars, because blue ocean break away the price wars, right? Then service redesign and innovation. जो Apple के products है, they redesign their product. They launch an innovative product year by year. Right, that's why this is blue ocean strategy is important. Then cost efficiency through smart choice. Cost efficiency with a smart choice. So it provides the customers with a high price, but it also at the same time provides a good value so that customer can satisfy. Right, so it's creating a new demand. Obviously now कहाँ पे पहुंचा है iPhone number 16 17 launch हो रहा है, देखा launch हो रहा है, it's create new demand. Now in this hall so many are waiting for the iPhone 17. अभी से पॉकेट मनी जमा कर होंगे, हाँ जी iPhone 17 खरीदना है. Why? Because it creates a good value, because it satisfies the customer, right? Because it is a brand also. जब भी फोन करोगे यहाँ पे क्या दिखेगा? Apple sign. Right? So improved customer experience, obviously customer के experience को improve करता है ना? Now obviously in the iPhone 17 there might be the additional features which are not in the 16. There are the additional features in the 16 which are not in the 15. Right? So it improved the customer experience. Right? So this we will cover in the next lecture, huh? This is the sustainable development goal. Okay, thank you. So there is another slide. Okay, ang mo butang so.